Call from.
Leah.
To accept, press 1.
All right, we good to go. Welcome to the greatest podcast on Facebook. Put the kids to bed and let's talk. You are now talking to the rebuttal. What's up?
Hi.
Hey, hey. We happy to have you on. So we got the election results. Well, we a couple days removed from it. How Tell us your initial feelings of when you saw the results. How did you feel?
So, okay, well, I didn't want to watch the election that night because it was already very anxiety revoking. But I
Mm.
would check every now and then. So when I woke up. The first thing I did was check the results, and I just got this heavy feeling out of nowhere, and I had to go to work. So imagine having to go to work after seeing that an overqualified Black woman who was brave enough to run for America. And I would say my heart was so heavy. And even though I was very optimistic and hopeful that she would win, I wasn't surprised because it's America. And
Mm.
I just felt like going to work, I just felt like the world was against me. And
Mm.
I was so emotional throughout the day. I didn't want to interact with anybody. Like in where I'm at, I'm in Virginia. And so, she won here. And that made me feel better. That made me feel better.
Okay.
But in my area, there's there's not many Blacks in Fairfax, Virginia. It's predominantly Asians and Latinos. So I don't know, my heart was so heavy, especially with me being one of the very few Black women or Black persons in the hospital, and knowing that I worked so hard to become a great person and to get my education, to get the degree, to be qualified, or to even amount to the doctors that I work with and the nurse practitioners, but to know that no matter how overly qualified I am or how hard I work, how logical it may seem for me to win or be on top, there's always gonna be a white male or even a white person who did
Mm.
not have to work as hard or as long, didn't even have to work at all for them to win over me. And that was just very disheartening. So it was real like a slap in my face.
Mm.
Um, a slap in the Black women, really all women. So I felt like America really let us down with this election.
Okay. Okay. And do you think Black men played a part in that letdown?
I don't know. I don't want to say yes, but I would say based on my Facebook timeline, and this is just in my little community in Mississippi, they're a mess, and I had to do a lot of reflection, and I had it really pissed me off to the point where I had to unfollow some people. I had to unfriend them. Even some of my closest guy friends, I had to kind of take a step back from them.
Mm.
And it wasn't that, well, I did have some who did vote for Trump, but I had so many who weren't voting at all. And
Mm.
that made me even more upset because now you have the opportunity to have a Black woman, a Black person, a very logical person to be president, yet you're not willing to go and vote. You're not willing to exercise your constitutional right, nor are you willing to stand up for your people, even though you may not agree. And I don't understand why you wouldn't agree opposed to what Trump is doing. But even though you don't necessarily agree with either side, I feel like it's about the representation of Black people. and this been an opportunity for someone of your culture, your background to like be on top, I would say, or to like represent Black people and to show the younger generations and all people like we have fought really hard. Our ancestors, like so many people, have fought for us to have this moment or to have this opportunity to even be president of the United States. There was once a point we couldn't even vote. Like we couldn't even look at a person of another color without being, I mean, a person of non-color without being punished. But now we have the opportunity to be the president. I think that's so amazing. And for the guys that I know to not vote at all or to vote for Republican, that was also very heartbreaking for me.
Mm. And do you so you do believe that she lost strictly because she was a woman, a Black woman at that?
Of course, yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
it. I think, I think, I mean, her campaign was great. She did exactly what she needed to do. She was qualified. She had all the prereqs, everything. Like that's, I feel it was because she is a woman and America is conservative. They're sexist.
Mm.
There's some racism, so not some nihilism, all of that. That's what America was built on. Like that's what America is really known for. Hence the Make America Great Again. Like they don't want, for one, they don't want to see Black people. They don't want to see Black people on top, and they definitely don't want to see a Black woman on top.
Okay. Okay. And are you afraid of when January gets here? Do you feel fearful? How are you feeling about the next 4 years?
I don't know. I mean, I'm optimistic. I'm hoping, praying for the best, but right now it's just still very heartbreaking. Like it's still like very, very, very overwhelming for me to think about like what just happened 3 days ago. So I mean, I just hope that everything turns out okay. If not for America, at least for me and mine.
Okay. Okay. And after, do you think in the next 4 years, do you think Kamala should try again, or what you feeling about that? Do you think she should try again?
Um, I think she should. Her speech for the concession she was preaching, which was very, very inspiring. She made a statement about even though we work hard to get to where we are, and sometimes it's okay to accept defeat, but we don't need to throw in the flag and let it be in all be all. We just have to keep going. I mean, for her to even be able to run, that shows some progress in America. So I don't think that she would I don't think she would give up. I hope she won't give up. So I'm looking forward to seeing her running again.
Okay. Okay. And before I let you go, is there anything else you would like to say to the women out there? Or to the men out there, to the Black men out there? Tell us something.
Um, I would say just continue to support your own. Um, because we don't just need women. Of course, we need men. We need each other. Believe in us. Believe in us a little bit more. Give all women the same respect that you would give your mom, your grandma, daughter. Imagine them being in the shoes of another Black person who is striving and thriving to do like great things for not just Black people, but for all people. So respect us, encourage us, support us, and to the women, be fearful, Be strong. Know that you are enough and you are worthy of success and greatness. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well
what I got.
said. Well said.